Esther, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much, James Anthony, for that wonderful introduction. And we welcome our esteemed listeners. My name is Esther Mandu Khanakwa, and as James Anthony said, I am here to discuss with you the different uses of the hormones and the different hormones that are secreted in our bodies. As James Anthony said, hormones are chemical messages produced in our bodies of both animals and plants, to regulate their activities. The hormones circulate around the body in the blood and eventually reach their target organs. They either bring about stimulation or inhibition in the target organ. After their work, the hormones pass through the liver, where they are converted to relatively inactive compounds, which are excreted in due course by the kidneys. The glands are what secrete these hormones, and a gland is a group of cells that secrete the hormones. As James Anthony said, we have our different glands, and I'm basically going to talk about the pituitary gland, which is also known as the master gland, found at the base or the outer growth of the brain. And it has three main parts: the anterior lobe, which is the front part of the pituitary gland, then the middle lobe, and then the posterior lobe. So the glands, the anterior lobe and the posterior lobe, are the two lobes where the hormones are secreted from. We have the anterior lobe, which is the front part of the pituitary gland, where we have our first hormone that is secreted as the growth hormone. The main function of this growth hormone is to stimulate the growth in human beings, and especially the growth of bones. We have our second hormone as the thyroid stimulating hormone, which is also secreted from the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland, and its main functions are to stimulate and regulate the growth of the thyroid gland, and also stimulate the thyroid gland to produce thyroxine hormone. We have our third hormone that is secreted from the anterior lobe as the follicle-stimulating hormone. This hormone stimulates the growth of the Brachyan follicle in ovaries. It also initiates the formation of sperms in testes, stimulates the secretion of estrogen from the Brachyan follicle in the ovaries. We have our fourth hormone as the luteinizing hormone, and this stimulates secretion of testosterone from the interstitial cells in testes, and it also causes ovulation and development of the corpus luteum in the ovaries. When we look at both the follicle-stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone, they are collectively termed as the gonadotrophic hormone. As we go to our sixth hormone, which is called the prolactin hormone, we find out that it is what stimulates the milk production in women, and it also induces the secretion of milk in a woman's breast. Our sixth hormone is what we term as the antidiuretic hormone, which is secreted from the posterior lobe of the pituitary gland, which is the back part of the pituitary gland. And the antidiuretic hormone is what regulates the amount of water that is reabsorbed in the loop of Henle. We have our seventh hormone that is secreted in the posterior lobe of our pituitary gland, which is the oxytocin, and this induces birth by causing contractions of the uterus. It also stimulates milk flow from the mammary glands in women. Have you ever wondered why your heartbeat always increases when you are in a frightening situation? This question will be answered by the next speaker, and therefore I invite Nwagaba Innocent, who is going to elaborate more and tell us more hormones and glands in our bodies. Thank you.